What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another banger on the channel, guys. In today's episode, we're going to be using the Zap. This card, when the game first came out back in 2016, everyone used it. I was big on it. It's very good in certain circumstances. The main thing for us is just to consider that ours is level 12, so we do have to use it against skeletons and like goblin barrels. Just kind of use it to our advantage considering that it's under leveled. This guy might have a cycle deck, so we definitely have to get to our cannon. Oh, he definitely has a cycle deck. Okay, perfect. But baiting out his cannon without it getting a hit on our Dart G was clutch right there. So we'll go for more of a slow Valkyrie in the back, building up a big push. There's the witch. That makes sense. Next time we will save our Valkyrie. Okay, perfect. And yep, we can just go for this right here. Skeletons are all taking the left root of the Mega Knight, so that's very good. I think that what you call it wizard was not good for him in my opinion, um, because we're gonna be able to bypass it, and we're gonna get a nice hog hit on the tower, guys. We take a big damage lead right now. Right here, we can go for a zap as well as a Dark G. And yeah, we should be able to keep that cannon alive for a little bit longer. Perfect, guys. And yeah, Witch only gets one hit on tower. It's more that firecracker that was annoying. But yeah, we were gonna go for this, and okay, cannon's gone, so we can get pretty much a free hog on his tower. We knew that wizard was coming, that ice wizard, but to be fair, like that's not the best hog counter as we get multiple hog hits on the tower. And then we'll go for a bit of a late cannon um, to help out with that Ice Wizard, and we take a 500 damage lead. So the key to this game is going to be to use our Zap smartly and make sure that Witch gets countered by our Valkyrie. Because once we get our cycled Evo Valk, we're going to be looking a lot better. Just like this guy's using his cycled Witch, his Evo Witch. One good thing about our deck is that we do have the Dark Goblin, which is very good against the Witch, and as well as, of course, the Valk, as I mentioned before. We definitely have to zap right here because he's cooking, and we'll go Bats up top, and then we'll go for this Valkyrie up top. Very sketchy defense right there by us, but good thing that Valk is going to be super clutch for us. We're going to go Fire Spirit, and then we need one Valk hit on that cannon for it to go down. Perfect, and P.E.K.K.A does stay alive. We need 3 hog hits right here. Unfortunately, he does have the fireball as well. So let's go for a P.E.K.K.A down below to avoid taking any crazy damage, and then we'll go Dark G right up top, right when that hooks onto the P.E.K.K.A. So that was really good. Definitely Dark Goblin's gonna be very. Ah, dang. Okay, hooked us right there. We just can't let this guy cycle to his evolved Mega Knight, or else we're gonna be cooked. But we should go for this P.E.K.K.A right now, and then he really just blank fireballed our tower. That was insane. What a terrible play. Okay, we got to go for a zap, I think. Once that witch spawns more troops. All right, maybe one more hog. Ah, we needed that hog hit really bad. Yeah, we're gonna probably take this one. We definitely have to go for a Valkyrie right here. No choice. No freaking choice. Okay. He does go for that, which is, oh, he's cycling. He's really just cycling that. That is so cringe. Oh my goodness. This dude. Okay, but at least we avoid taking the firecracker hit on our tower. And we need to, yeah, we need to take out his cannon. And he actually for once didn't go for our tower with the fireball, which is nice. But right now we desperately need a hog hit and we don't get it, unfortunately. Let's go for a zap right here, so we can kind of get some damage on the tower. It's very close. He goes for that. That's gonna be his final cycle of his fireball, so we have to go all out right now. There's no choice. We need to zap right here. All right, one more hog hit. Let's go. Yo, what a game. What a crazy game. That guy was definitely one card away from his fireball. So wow, that was insane. We get that huge hog hit on like 10 HP. to clutch up and get us the W. That was insane. Okay, let's go Fire Spirit to start this one off. I haven't been using the Fire Spirit recently in my videos. Even though like it's one of my cards that I think I'm really good with. Okay, we're playing against a Sparky. That was a really bad Valkyrie, unfortunately. Definitely gonna be playing more defensively, considering this guy does have the spark. But we can go for some bats. At least to help out a bit. Okay, right here, P.E.K.K.A is pretty much the only play. We need to counter his stuff. We'll go for a zap right here. And then we'll go for a Dart G as well. We want that P.E.K.K.A to survive at least one more so we can get one P.E.K.K.A slap. Nice. Okay, right now, we have to go Valkyrie. We pretty much have no choice. And then we got to go for a Fire Spirit right here. So he does break through, but considering we had no idea that this dude had Sparky, I think we're gonna be better off for the next push that he has. We're just gonna save our P.E.K.K.A and we're gonna save our Valkyrie to defend whatever he has. He's got a decent amount of spam troops. There it is. So in my opinion, I think that was a bit of a waste of Elixir for him to go for the Sparky already. So let's go Cannon and set up our defense. We should have no problem taking out this Sparky compared to the last one. Okay, so he's going for kind of an all-out blitz, but I don't think that that was a very good Goblin Cage, in my opinion, because his Sparky gets melted, and we're going to build up a massive counter push. We could zap this, not really too necessary, but maybe our P.E.K.K.A stays alive and gets a little bit more health. Oh, dang, okay, yep, forgot that this guy had arrows. So, we just have this Valkyrie going into his lane. I mean, yo, it's kind of cooking, though. Wait, it's actually kind of cooking. 3 hits, I'll take that all day. Let's go Cannon right here, so we can counter his Executioner. Yeah, that'll only get 1 tap. And then we'll go for Bats, kind of Fire Spirit. He does go in for the Sparky, but we just don't want this guy to cycle back to his arrows or else our push is cooked. But yeah, that's a decent amount of damage. I'll take that. And we can go for another Cannon right here, which would full counter his Goblin card. Let's go Valkyrie in the back, and then up top we're going to go for a P.E.K.K.A. We need it to lock onto the Sparky, which is exactly what's happening. And yeah, guys, our deck is very, very good against this, guys. I will be for real. We can go for... no zap. Let's go Bats in the back, Fire Spirit, Dark Goblin, and then a zap right here. And then we can go for a P.E.K.K.A. That Skarmy was literally the worst Skarmy of all time. And yeah, he does get a really good Tornado. But let's go in for a very, very aggressive Hog Rider push. We got a lot of stuff for us on offense. We need 1 Hog hit right here. Perfect. And then we're going to go for a Valkyrie up top, just so we can keep some of our defensive units around. And then we'll go for a zap right here, just so we can get a little bit of tower damage. Nothing crazy, or else we would have leaked a bunch of Elixir. And then we'll go Cannon, and we know what this guy wants to do. Those arrows were probably a little bit of a waste for him. But let's go for a P.E.K.K.A right now. Once that, Sparky locks on, and then we can go for a nice Valkyrie right now. He does have that Executioner, which is kind of going to cook for him. But we get a nice zap, guys. That's a huge zap. And then we can do this Fire Spirit easily right now. And yeah, this game is just like a cycle of defense. That's basically all it is. We do have to go for... uh-oh. Okay, wait. This guy might break through right here. We have to zap. And, oh no. Oh, good thing that Sparky gets 1 more shot off. But I don't know if that's going to lock onto our tower. Okay, we avoid the Sparky locking onto our tower. That was insanely close. And we're going to go for a very, very late zap right here, so that our Hog Rider might be able to do something. It can't, unfortunately. But we just have to defend this dude for 20 more seconds. We have to go for a Cannon right here. I think a Valkyrie would be probably the best play right now up top. And then definitely going for this P.E.K.K.A right now. Let's zap that, just so we don't take any damage. And guys, if this ends right now in 3 seconds, we take another W, guys. Those were two really fun games. Like that game right there, I feel like in the beginning I said we countered his deck, but to be honest, like he had a lot of defensive units that stopped our Hog Rider. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down below, and peace.